How often do you wake up early in a winter morning and you have a 2 and a 3 and a 4? We'll be flipping bikes, doing a little shootout, talk about how we feel about these motorcycles, and let's get started. Some days are just special. We designed a morning for ourselves to drop our biases and experience the width of this segment, the Supernakeds. It's been a while that we've been on these bikes now, and 3 motorcycles almost uncomparable. Although it being similar cubic output, similar power output, but so distinctive.
Here the torque delivery, power delivery is progressive. Here it is instant. But that is way too linear. You can push if you want to push.
Speed, as he said, is very good on the track and on the road as well. Ducati is mostly a track bike. It's a looker, it attracts attention, it is very loud, it looks like a dragon. It's an exotic machine. BMW, it's just a sweet bike to ride. I really love the bike.
The Speed Triple as it is, it's probably one of the tightest. Also the shortest wheelbase in the lot. I think very close to the S1000. The Ducati has a presence. It's probably the most laid out bike, so much going on with the bike. But when you sit on it, it always surprises. On the other end of the spectrum is our S1000. You know, it does everything. You can trot around 3000, 3500 RPM all day long. It'll take you places. But when you open the throttle, it also gives you that feel of spunk.
BMW is a very easy bike to ride. It's like an everyday super bike.
Very well behaved.
Very well behaved. It doesn't feel like a 1000cc bike.
It is the most tractable.
Easiest to ride.
Yeah, I think the fact being the BMW being so well behaved, it always does what it's supposed to do. Very, very
So fun.
yeah, it's very engineered. It's very forecasted. You cannot be anything more or anything less. You are going to get what you ask for. But there is a certain amount of playfulness with the Ducati. These two are more precise tools. I don't know whether you can call the Ducati precise, but it's got magic. It's got a sense of feeling which really makes you want to ride this bike more and more. Also, I think the ergo is very comfortable. The knees are at the right place. Even the stock footpeg,
Yeah.
they work.
Ducati, it is a 1000cc bike, but sounds like a fucking 5000cc V8 engine. It goes like that. And it's very raw. You can feel the brakes, you can feel the acceleration, you can feel everything under the tires. Whereas in the BMW, the accelerator is so smooth, you don't feel that you are actually going that fast. And the brakes are so smooth, whereas in the Ducati, you actually feel that you are at 100 and you are going to have a stop. In the Triumph, it's a balance of both worlds. It is smooth and it has feel as well.
What do you think about the Speed Triple, Sunny?
Oh, there's a lot of playfulness.
Yeah.
Essentially, I would say that the Ducati and Triumph, after a certain point, would behave in a similar fashion. They have almost equal amount of power, but the torque delivery here is a lot initially. There, it's progressive. Once you have crossed, let's say, 8000, 9000 RPM, I would say it would essentially just be about the riding position.
And that was very clear in the drag also.
Yeah.
Every time you open throttle, this is going to just ravage out like a madman, whereas the S1000 is going to be like, I'm going to come around it. And the Speed Triple was always somewhere playing in the middle, you know. It was beautiful how the Speed Triple managed to always be in the middle, in almost everything. And I think that's quite a perfect bike if you look at it. It's a balance of this and that. There is an amount of relatability to the engine because you feel it, and there is that whole predictable performance of a Triumph. Wants you to ride hard all time. You want to get on it. It's so bare minimum in the front. You want to go hard on it. You want to duck your head down and you want to go blitz. The Ducati, you want to get your head up, talk to people and ride, give them a thumbs up and then get your head down and get onto the speed.
More drama than Ducati is Ducati.
Yeah, I mean, it's Italian, come on. Hey, Italiano. And then you have the German sophistication. I'm sure there are a lot of takers who want a bike, you want something out of it, it'll do it, and you come back home, you smile, you park the bike. It's not overheating like the Ducati. It's not making so much noise like the other two bikes, but it is doing everything that you want it to do. Track, drag, which one?
I'll pick speed for track and Ducati for drag.
What about you?
I'll pick Ducati for both. Anyway, it's a clear winner with that.
This is a V2 and that is like at least about 22-25 horsepower more. So on the straights that might just
Have the advantage.
but considering this is torquey, this would exit the corners faster.
Yeah, that puts me into a dilemma that track isn't going to really work for me. On straight stretches, definitely the Ducati. On very long roads, probably this car.
That is like a purely road bike
Yeah.
with some element of fun given kind of the highways that we
Completely
have.
road bias.
And
You
then,
have to work on it to make it work
Correct.
otherwise.
and this is a track bike with a bias towards the road. And this is a road bike with a bias towards the track.
What would be your bike to take home out of this?
To be honest, if I have the money, I will pick all three because they are very different. But if I have to ride it every day, then BMW is the best.
That's a very, very different choice. You know, because when you flip from one bike to the other, you almost immediately feel a certain language which is so different in all three. But take a bike home, for me it's definitely a Ducati. I'll always be elbowing for the Ducati because there's so much art in this machine. You can feel it, you can hear it, it's a sensory of sorts. I think you've spoken enough. The best thing to do is get back on the bike and hit the highway one more time.
Sometimes the tech package, electronic suite or even engine refinement are not enough to claim a place in a rider's heart. As I ride back from this brilliant day of motorcycles and motor banter, I feel stretched in my heart. But now I at least know which one will ignite my senses on the days I really